Peace, this is Mr. Moore from Shroudpreneur Sports Podcast, back with another video. This is the NFL free agency wrap-up. So before I get started, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting the platform the past couple weeks, especially when I did these videos. All the comments, the likes, the subscriptions, the views, I appreciate it. Continue to keep running those numbers up, and I'm continuing to keep putting out this good content. So let's get down to business. You can see the quarterback position was one of the positions that you saw some movement. Russell Wilson going to the Pittsburgh Steelers on a 1-year deal. Also, Pittsburgh traded for Justin Fields as well, which is still a head scratcher to me because I feel like Justin Fields is a starting quarterback in the NFL. I'm not really buying this sitting behind Russell Wilson and learning and developing thing. I think it'll be a real competition at quarterback. Don't be surprised at some point in the season that Justin Fields is a starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But moving on, you got Kirk Cousins signed a 4-year deal with the Atlanta Falcons, $180 million, $100 million guaranteed. A lot of money for a quarterback, particularly a 36-year-old quarterback. It's coming off an Achilles injury, but Kurt is a upgrade over what they've had in Atlanta the past couple of seasons since Matt Ryan, and that's saying a lot. But I think he'll do just fine in Atlanta. They have a really good offensive line, plenty of weapons on offense. I think that he'll do just fine. Also, you seen Gardner Minshew sign with the Raiders. Also, Sam Darnold signing with the Minnesota Vikings. Josh Dobbs signing with the San Francisco 49ers. Mason Rudolph, who was with the Steelers, he's signing with the Tennessee Titans. He also had Kenny Pickett, who was a quarterback from the Pittsburgh Steelers. He got traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. Moving on to the running back position, saw a lot of movement there. I'm glad these guys are getting their contracts and their money. As you can see, Saquon Barkley, 3-year deal with the Philadelphia Eagles. He's staying in the NFC East. You also have Josh Jacobs signing a 4-year deal with the Green Bay Packers. Love that move. Derrick Henry signing a 2-year deal with the Baltimore Ravens. Tony Pollard signing a 3-year deal with the Tennessee Titans. Austin Eckler signing a 2-year deal with the Commanders. DeAndre Swift heading back to the NFC North with the Chicago Bears on a 3-year deal. Devin Singletary signed with the New York Giants. Gus Edwards signs with the Chargers. Also, Zach Moss signed with the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals also traded running back Joe Mixon to the Houston Texans. I love that move for Houston. They were one of the worst rushing teams in the NFL. So he's definitely an upgrade for the Texans. With the wide receiver position, you had some movement. As you can see, Calvin Ridley, 4-year, $92 million deal for the Tennessee Titans. Love that move for the Titans. Also, T. Higgins is franchise tagged by the Cincinnati Bengals. He's looking for a long-term deal. He also demanded a trade, so we'll see what happens with that. Mike Evans re-signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You have Marquise Hollywood Brown signed a 1-year deal with the Kansas City Chiefs. Love that move for the Chiefs and Brown. He's going to fit right in with that offense, and he is dynamic when he's on the field, and I think he'll do great with Kansas City and Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Also, you have Darnell Mooney signing with the Falcons on a 3-year deal. Gabe Davis signing with the Jaguars on a 3-year deal. You have Curtis Samuel signing with the Buffalo Bills on a 3-year deal. You also have Braxton Berrios. He's re-signing with the Miami Dolphins. Paris Campbell, he's signing with the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles also signed Devontae Parker, who was with the New England Patriots the last couple of seasons. A lot of moves here. Deontay Johnson was a surprise. He got traded from the Steelers to the Carolina Panthers. You still have some big-time wide receivers that are still free agents. Chase Claypool, DJ Chark, Michael Thomas, who was released by the Saints, still available. Odell Beckham is still available. Tyler Boyd, as of right now, is still a free agent. So it's a lot of big time. Also, Noah Brown, he re-signed with the Houston Texans. That was a big move as well. So you saw a lot of movement there. I'm gonna go to the defensive side of football. You saw a lot of moves with the edge rushers, a lot of money being spent as well too. Also with the defensive tackles, you have Josh Allen, franchise tag by the Jaguars on a 1-year deal. Danielle Hunter signing a 2-year deal with the Houston Texans. Love that for Houston. Chase Young, 1-year deal with the Saints. Jonathan Grenier, who was with the Texans last season, signing a 4-year deal with the Minnesota Vikings. You also have Zadarius Smith re-signing with the Cleveland Browns on a 2-year deal. Leonard Floyd signed a 2-year deal with the San Francisco 49ers. Danico Autry signing a 2-year deal with the Houston Texans. Brandon Graham re-signing to Philadelphia. I mean, it's a lot of big-time moves. Dante Fowler Jr. signing with the Washington Commanders. I like that move. Yader Gross Mato signing a 2-year deal with the San Francisco 49ers. So those are the edge rushers. The actual defensive line, you had Javon Kinlaw signing a 1-year deal with the Jets. A'Shawn Robinson signed a 3-year deal with the Panthers. Raekwon Davis signed a 2-year deal with the Colts. Greg Gaines re-signs with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Eric Armstead, that was another big move. He went to the Jacksonville Jaguars on the 3-year deal. I like that for Jacksonville. He spent his career with the San Francisco 49ers. Also, the Raiders re-signed John Jenkins to a 1-year deal. He's moved to the linebacker position. Patrick Queen from the Ravens heading to the division rival Pittsburgh Steelers. Great move for the Steelers. You also have Levante David re-signing with Tampa Bay. Bobby Wagner signed a 1-year deal with the Commanders. Of course, he played under Dan Quinn in Seattle. Dan Quinn is now the new head coach with the Commanders. Jerome Baker, who's with the Dolphins, he signed a 1-year deal with the Seattle Seahawks. Azeez Al-Shaair, he signed with the Houston Texans. I love that move. He played really well in San Francisco a couple years ago. I think he spent last season with the Tennessee Titans. Devin White signed a 1-year deal with Philadelphia. Like that move for Philly. I think Devin White's still a really good linebacker in the NFL. So those are just some of the linebackers. Also, Kenneth Murray Jr. signed a 2-year deal with the Tennessee Titans. Really like that move. The Titans had a really good offseason so far. Still a lot of good players left. I think Zach Cunningham, as of right now, is still unsigned. Isaiah Simmons is still unsigned as well, too. Moving to the cornerback position, I made a video yesterday. L'Jarius Sneed, who was franchise tagged by the Kansas City Chiefs, but he won a long-term deal. They're not giving it to him. They traded him to the Tennessee Titans. Like I said, the Titans had a great offseason. Moving forward, you got Kendall Fuller signing to the Miami Dolphins. Jalen Johnson, he re-signed with the Chicago Bears on a 4-year deal. He's becoming one of the better corners in the NFL. Also, you have Sean Murphy Bunting. He signed with the Arizona Cardinals. Emmanuel Mosley re-signed with the Detroit Lions. Ronald Darby, who spent last season with the Ravens, he signed with the Jaguars. Also, Christian Fuller, he signs with the Los Angeles Chargers. Jeff Okudah signing a 1-year deal with Houston. Like that move for Houston. Dante Johnson from the Carolina Panthers, he was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Moving to the safety position, Xavier McKinney signed a 4-year deal with Green Bay. Spent his playing career with the New York Giants. So I like that move for Green Bay. Antoine Whitfield Jr., he was franchise tagged by Tampa Bay. So he's coming back on a 1-year, $17 million deal. CJ Gardner-Johnson, he's heading back to Philly. You know, he spent a couple seasons in I think it was 1 or 2 seasons in Detroit. And I like this move for Philly for the simple fact that I think they lost some toughness in that secondary when he left. And I think he's going to be really good from a leadership standpoint in that secondary. He does talk a lot. He does, and I like him, but he can get beat a lot. But I think from a leadership and bringing that energy and that fire back to the Eagles defense, he's going to be great. Darnell Savage, who's with the Packers, he's going to Jacksonville on a 3-year deal. I like that move for Jacksonville. Jalen Mills signing with the Giants. You got Kevin Byard, who's going to sign with the Chicago Bears. Taylor Rapp is re-signing with the Buffalo Bills. Still a lot of good safeties are available as well, too. I think Justin Simmons is still a free agent. Micah Hyde, who played with the Buffalo Bills, is still a free agent. Eddie Jackson from the Chicago Bears, and a few others. Justin Poirier, who was with the Buffalo Bills, he signed a 1-year deal with the Miami Dolphins. So that's just some of the big deals that was made during the free agent. As far as like the winners and losers as teams go, Pittsburgh Steelers definitely a winner. Like I said, anytime you get 2 quarterbacks in the offseason, the caliber of Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, it's a win. Getting Patrick Queen at linebacker was huge for them in their defense. Also, the Houston Texans had a great offseason thus far. getting the Neil Hunter pass rusher, Joe Mixon at running back, and a couple other moves that they made. Really like what they're doing in Houston. Very young team, but they made the playoffs last year. You have a great coach and defensive minded coach and D'Amico Ryan. So yeah, it's gonna be great. Also, Minnesota had a really good offseason thus far, getting Jonathan Grenier, pass rusher, Aaron Jones, running back from the Packers, who was released by them. He signs with Minnesota. You have a very high picks. I'm pretty sure they're going to use that on the quarterback. They signed Sam Darnold. It's pretty much going to be a bridge quarterback at this point. And another team that had a really good offseason, Green Bay, signing Josh Jacobs, signing Xavier McKinney. Really fill needs for both of those teams. Washington Commanders had a really, really good free agency as well. As far as the loser, also Philadelphia Eagles, another winner in NFL free agency. As far as the teams go that didn't do so well, oh man, the Dallas Cowboys is number one, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just not a good season for America's team. I mean, good offseason for America's team. They haven't really made any big time moves. Like say you lost Tony Pollard to the Titans. Another team that haven't done so well in free agency. Denver Broncos. They're a terrible organization right now. Jerry Jeudy. Forgot to mention him. He got traded to the Cleveland Browns. You lose him. You lose Russell Wilson. You lose some more key guys. As Sean Payton's trying to retool their offense. Another team that didn't do so well, which I'm surprised a lot of people are saying this, the New York Giants. I think the New York Giants did pretty good. Yes, you lost Saquon Barkley, but you get Burns at pass rush. You lost Xavier McKinney. But I think they've made some solid moves to put some really good pieces together for that team. Now you just have to figure out what you're going to do at the quarterback position. Another winner, Atlanta Falcons, like I said, Kirk Cousins, Rondale Moore on offense, Darnell Mooney. Like I said, their offense is loaded. They should have one of the best offenses in the NFL. I think with Raheem Morris being the head coach, defensive minded guy, the defensive side of football should be just fine. And I think that wraps it up so far. But thank you again for everyone who supported the channel. I'll leave some links in the description for you guys who want to continue to keep supporting the platform. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Peace.